I'm gonna tell you something. If these Boricua fighters don't start actually fighting consistently, I'm gonna have a fit. I'm gonna have a fit. Let's talk about Juan Carlos Camacho Rivera. This guy escaped my radar. Shout out to Filósofo del Boxeo because he mentioned them, and I remember that I had seen a top rank. I think it was a top rank. I think it was card with him on it, and it was the fight before last, which is the only fight that I could find that's of note. I couldn't find his last fight. Pero vamos a hablar sobre el Indio Camacho. Hace tiempo que no se oye ese apellido. It's been a long time since we had a Camacho that maybe could do something. All right. So we're gonna look at his box rec, and we're gonna look at his highlight when he won the WBO, NABO title, and he has defended it since already. So we're gonna take a look at all of that and see, does this kid got what it takes? Does he have something in the tank, right? Can he be somebody in this game that we're gonna point to? I'm telling you right now, Puerto Rico is loaded. Somebody got to come out of this. Pero primero que nada, if you're new here, thank you for choosing this video. If you're not, if you're an older subscriber, thank you for the continued support. It's been amazing. Let's keep it going. So let's go to the main story. Aquí está el box rec. Here's the box rec right now. Juan Carlos Camacho Rivera. Orthodox. Nickname El Indio. It's another thing. Age 28. What? I mean, these guys are starting to get long in the tooth, man. Se están poniendo viejos. Tienen que ya arrancar. Que carajo, puñales. And he's a little guy. 5'4". Right? But he had a hell of a reach, though. And listen, this guy's jacked. This guy looks like Timothy Bradley back in the day. Pero mira, el debut fue 2016. August. Almost 10 years in the game. Casi 10 años ya lleva peleando. Y nada más tiene 19 peleas. Y nadie ha escuchado nada de él. Nobody's heard of him. Like, this is crazy. Let's go back to memory lane. Primera pelea, Cristian Santos. Both debuted. Next fight, another debut with Jostiel. Knocked him out. Unanimous with Alex Diaz. He had no wins and 12 losses. Great. Luis Villegas, no wins yet. At 0-3. Giovanni Rivera, 1-7. Jesus Mendez, 0-2. Finally, a guy with a winning record. Edwin Rodriguez, majority decision, so he almost lost that one. Oh no, he lost that one. Sorry, at 114 pounds against Edwin Rodriguez, he lost it. Edwin Rodriguez was 8-4. Then they brought him back again with a super soft touch with Juan G. Cruz, who was 5-21 at the time, and he beat him unanimously in 6 rounds. But Waldemar Pagan, 8-1, unanimous. Luis Cosme, 8-11, KO. Why would you bring him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to be moving these guys sometimes. Felipe Rivas, 17-25. Lord Jesus. Samuel Gutierrez Hernandez, 16-22. Lucas Emanuel Fernandez in el Coliseo. This is the fight that the guy quit. He had a cut above his eye. The cut was like the size of an ant. I said I can't see. And it was for the WBO's Latino Superfly vacant. It was with a no contest. The guy, he cheated my man out of something. But whatever. Vamos para allá. Marvin Solano, 23-5. Beat him in a split decision, which was close. That means. Luis Dominguez Hernandez Cambero, 14-5. Knocked him out. Fernando Diaz. Right, he was 11-1. 10. Beat him unanimously. 36-8, Carlos Butiarro, unanimous. Jorge Orozco was a winning record, knocked him out in 1. Josue Jesus Morales, 27-12, unanimous. He's weird with the way, if the guy has a lot of losses, for some reason, he doesn't get up for these guys, right? It looks like he fights with guys and he knocks them out when they're actual, a threat, it seems, right? And here was for the NABO flyweight. Jason Mama was 20-1. The split decision, and we're gonna see why it was a split decision because it was kind of close. And then he defended it against David Humberto Tapia, and he did a split decision. The guy was 6-6. And then with Jason Mama, he was down. Camacho was knocked down around 1-9. Actually, not. I don't think he was down in round 1. We're gonna take a look at round 1. I think it was only in round. It was round 2. Round 2. But anyway, we're gonna take a look at that real quick. So now you got the backstory. Vamos a ver la pelea. Recuerden que está virado, so lefts are rights and rights are lefts. I don't want no beef, but I'm calling it the wrong way.
Ladies and gentlemen from Humacao, Puerto Rico, All-Star Ramirez. WB under the blue corner, wearing black Masher Mama.
Or you start getting a little too nervous.
Look how he's built, man. This guy's built like a little tank. Mira. Tiene un físico este tipo. Y tiene, tú sabes, como una apariencia que puede vender tickets, man. Si lo marketan bien. If they market him right, this guy could be a star, bro. Pero también él no pelea bastante. He doesn't fight enough times. No pelea tantas veces en un año for you to get to know him. Ya va 10 años en este juego y no tiene ni un campeonato mundial, no peleó por un campeonato mundial, y también como lo estábamos viendo es porque también él está inactivo. And the way they're moving him is that softly in the beginning is because he has been inactive. So he takes so long that they can't put him in with a killer. They have to bring him back up again. Y eso retarda el progreso de un boxeador. And that regresses. You know, your talent, you know, when you take off so much time and you're a new fighter. You can't take off like that when you're still developing. He has nice fast hands, look. Nice fast jab. He's a come forward kind of guy. It's round 3 he gets knocked down.
He got fought in Beijing, in Macau, and the Philippines.
And, you know, he gets knocked down in the 3rd round, I think, in this round. There you go. He got hit straight and then he went down. His right hand did touch the canvas. And this is why it really was a split decision, because that knockdown kind of made a difference in a way. The fight was kind of close, but that's what happened. But as you can see, he doesn't get flustered. He goes back to work. And you see him right there, just kind of looking and judging and plotting. And listen, every time, and there was a lot of slips in this fight, and every time Camacho slipped and went down, Mama tried to sell it to Filipino as if he got knocked down. It was hilarious. And this is the best highlights that I could find of a notable fight. So it's not the best highlights, not the best fight to really showcase him. But I didn't want to pick nothing too old either, because it's not a good representation of where he's at. So yo no quería coger una pelea más vieja para enseñarle, porque en realidad, si esa pelea está, o sea, él enseña mejor, no es donde está él ahora, right? Because it would have been an older fight. So taking a look at a fight where he's basically closer to where he's at now, that's what we're going to look at. Like I said, he got quick hands. And he got a physical body that looks like he could knock you out silly. Again, you know, I can see he has quick hands, man. Quick hands. Y tira con malas intenciones. And he's throwing with bad intentions. He has very quick hands. All he has to do is stay busy. Y creo que tiene una pelea que viene pronto. And I think he has a fight coming up. Now they're talking trash to each other. You know, yeah, a fight. You can't be talking trash to each other. You know, this fight was ugly. You know, this fight wasn't bad. See right there, look, he slips. And look at Mama. I knocked him down. I knocked him down. I knocked him down. No, you didn't knock him down, bro. Come on, we all saw he slipped. Ese tipo está loco, mira. But there was a lot of water in the ring in this fight. Había mucha agua en todas las esquinas. Y ahí va. La distancia todavía no la mantiene bien y tira los puños bien abiertos cuando no está en su distancia. He throws his punches really wide when he's not at his distance of punching. And that comes from not fighting often enough. You don't fight often enough. These are things that you got to keep working on. And then, you know, so even at 28, he's not ready for a world title shot. Even hasta los 28 años no está preparado todavía para un un campeonato mundial. Porque tú ves que hace muchos errores y tira muy ancho. Las manos son rápidas y tira con malas intenciones y va para el frente. Pero ve, como que él no sabe la distancia muy bien dónde está él, dónde está el oponente. He doesn't really know the distance too well where his opponent is to where he is. Ve, mira, he gets too close and he smothers his own shots. Se pone demasiado muy cerca y para la agresión de él mismo. See, nice quick have a look. See, he just falls into his own shots. Mira, otra vez ahí, ¡pam! See what I'm saying? Él se tira y no sabe la distancia todavía. No sabiendo la distancia, that's what happens. When you don't know your distance and you're leaning in like that and you're dropping in, you get knocked down. I guess he really won this fight. I can't find the full length fight of this, so I don't know because it was cut weird. It was cut more to show Mama doing his work and maybe making El Indio look a little worse than he was. So obviously the judges had him up, even with the 2 knockdowns. So he probably just outboxed him. But in here you can see where he has a couple of problems, where it's his distance and falling into a shot into the opponent, smothering his own shots and also being left open for a counter, which we just saw right there. So él tiene que trabajar en esas cosas. No trabajar en la distancia. Ve, mira, ve, todavía tirando así. Y te tumbaron haciendo lo mismo. They already knocked you down doing the same thing. Why would you do it again? Por eso el tipo tiene que pelear más frecuente. He has to fight more often so he could correct those. En el gimnasio nada más se pueden corregir cosas poco a poco, pero en la pelea que se corrige. In the fight is really like you get this experience and you clean up these things. He's not cleaning these things up because he's not fighting as frequently. To have fought like once or twice a year, that's insane.
A favor de Juan Carlos Camacho. Mohamed Kamano scores about 96-92, 96-92 a favor de Jason Mama.
Man, look at how he's built, bro. He's built like a powerhouse.
Juan Carlos, el Indio Camacho.
Yo no estaba seguro. He wasn't sure. So basically, you know, he got the nod, he got the win. This is him in the beginning of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I couldn't find an actual fight of this fight, an actual cut that showed the whole fight, so I can cut it. But it looks like he might have done more than we were shown here, because it looks like this was made to look Mama look better than maybe he did. So I don't know. Pero ¿qué ustedes creen del Indio? I think he has potential. Creo que él tiene algo ahí para enseñar el futuro, pero tiene que moverse ahora. Tiene que pelear. Si termina la próxima pelea en un knockout temprano, sin nada, sin corte, sin tajo, sin nada, que la próxima en 60 días. They gotta move him fast. They gotta move him quick. Unless he doesn't want to. If he don't want to, then I don't know. But I like the kid. He has the look. He has the physique. He has the speed. He just needs to work on some things. And I think if he works on, and he lost early in his career, so that means that he's over that hump. Like, he doesn't have to worry about losing. He already knows what that feels like, and he doesn't want to do that again. So, you know, I think that he could be more than what he is now. But let's see. What do you think? You know, ¿qué creen ustedes sobre el Indio? Déjame saber en los comentarios abajo. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.